Hey guys, what's going on? And thanks for tuning into Legatum Gaming. So everybody knows what day it is today. It is the weekly vendor reset. So like most weeks, what I would do is I will go to all of the checkpoints, all of the safe houses in both the open world and in the dark zone, along of course with the base of operations and the hub. If you guys check the description below, what I would do is I will put all of the best weapons, gears, and mods in there along with timestamps just to make it a little easier and more convenient for you guys. Alright, so let's make a start. Now the advanced weaponry vendor, they have one thing I want to show you. Now this thing is the extended magazine. Now this isn't the best magazine I've ever seen, you guys can agree. This is mainly for maybe the newer players, or at least the players who just want a different magazine, or at least a better one than they already have. Now the current meta is kind of magazine size, crit hit chance, and crit hit damage. However, reload speed is very underrated, hence why I've put it in here. Now magazine size, it's 120%, crit hit chance 3%, and of course reload speed at 4.5%. If you guys did want to take a look at this, then do head over to the advanced weaponry vendor. Alright, at the special equipment vendor this week, there's two pieces I want to show you. Now the first piece is a striker holster. Now the armor is 976. Firearms 1264. Stamina 1231, and electronics 1247. Now this does come with 7% skill haste, so it is a really nice holster. Now for those people who haven't got the classified, or at least are looking for something a little different, then of course this striker holster is really nice, so do check it out. In addition to that, they have a really good prototype firearms mod. Now the firearms in general is 256, and it also comes with a 3% skill haste. So if you did want either of these gear, then do head over to the special equipment vendor. Alright, at the special blueprints vendor this week, they have the classic M44 carbine blueprint, the firearms vest blueprint, the electronics vest blueprint, compensator blueprint, and the flash hider blueprint. Now it does look like I'm missing one weapon here. Normally there's always two weapons as a blueprint, so I am missing one. So let's just make it a little easier. Now in terms of what weapon I'm missing, I'll give you guys a little indication. Of course you can't see blueprint if you already have it, so what I would do is I would show you the blueprints I do have to give you guys a little indication. Now the one I'm missing could be either the MG5, M870, MP7, AK-47, lightweight M4, surplus SVD, the AUG, the military SA-58, or the Vector. Now of course I only really click blueprints that are pretty reasonable, so of course the one that's missing, the chances are it is a pretty good blueprint. So if you guys are watching and you don't have the blueprint, then if you wouldn't mind, if you could drop a comment and just let me know what blueprint I'm missing, that would be greatly appreciated, so the other viewers can of course know what it is. At the Dark Zone gear vendor in the base of operations, they have a really nice prototype electronics mod. Now the electronics is 266, and it comes with a 3% skill haste. So one of the best mods I've actually seen in a long while. So if you guys did want this, then do head over here and check it out. Alright guys, at the weapons vendor at Camp Hudson, they have a really nice Omega rifle suppressor. Now it's 17.5% headshot damage, 4% critical hit damage, and 2.5% critical hit chance. Again, one of the best I've seen in a long while, so don't miss this out. Alright guys, at the Meat Locker Safe House, they have a really nice Ti-Rant suppressor. Wow, what a great vendor reset so far, right? So 7.5% critical hit chance, 4% critical hit damage, and 6% headshot damage. Now the miner is a 49% reduced threat, nonetheless a really good Ti-Rant suppressor, do check it out. Madison's Stand Safe House offers you a 212 stamina prototype mod with 3% damage to elites. Now I know a lot of people kind of only use these when the global events are on, and I know a few people have been asking for them. The only downside is it is spec'd to stamina. Nonetheless, if you guys did want a damage to elites mod, then do check it out. West 31 DZ Checkpoint offers you a refreshed mask. Now I know these are pretty common nowadays. Now it's a reasonable mask. The armor is 987, so really good armor. Now it's spec'd into electronics at 1231. It comes with 9,953 skill power, and the minor being blind and deaf resistance. Now there's two things, or even three things I guess you could do. It's entirely up to you. Now, electronics in this, pretty reasonable at 1231, so you could either increase the skill power as the major, or maybe put in something like critical hit damage or something like that. That might work quite well, or maybe critical hit chance. Either or, you could run with skill power and change it, or improve firearms, shall I say, and make that around the 1270 mark. Same for electronics, you could either improve that. Nonetheless, it's entirely up to you. There's quite a few things you can do with this. However, a really nice refresh mask to check out. West 34th DZ Checkpoint offers you a 4% turret damage prototype performance mod. Now for those people who do want to increase their Firecrest build, or at least have a maximum turret damage mod, then go ahead and check this out. East 64th DZ Checkpoint offers you this week a electronics prototype mod. Now it comes with 258 electronics with 3,239 skill power. Now the actual number 3,239 is really nice. The electronics at 258 isn't too bad at all. Could be a little better. Nonetheless, if you guys did want to increase your skill power and increase your electronic build, then go ahead and check this out. Alright guys, Park Avenue Checkpoint, which is the checkpoint which is in the most southern area of DZ8, offers you a pretty reasonable military AK-47. Now it comes with 22% enemy armor damage, and the talents on it are Adept, Skilled, and Unforgiving. Now, depending on your build, depending if you have the specific requirements, my recommendation is to keep Adept, keep Unforgiving, and take out Skilled. Now, Adept, of course, is a really great talent. Unforgiving is incredibly underrated, so in terms of skilled, it's entirely up to you what you want to run. You could run maybe Ferocious and turn it into kind of like a PvE build, or you could run maybe something like Brutal, or something maybe Fierce, or something like that to increase your critical hit chance even more. Nonetheless, you know, there's a lot of things you could do. Responsive, Deadly, but I would probably go here with Brutal. And then you have extra damage increased here if you lose a segment. Nonetheless, it can be a really, really nice weapon, so go ahead and check it out. East 31st DZ Checkpoint offers you a pretty reasonable C79 Scope. Now it has 17% critical hit damage, 2.5% critical hit chance, and 6% headshot damage. So quite a few actually nice scopes this week in the weekly vendor reset. So if you guys did want one of them, then do check it out. Alright guys, now at DZ2 Safe House, they have a really nice rapid vest. Now the armor is 1,978. The electronics comes with a 1,144, comes with 4% all resistance and 16,000 health, along with 53% ammo capacity. Now, you know, rapid is really nice for those electronic builds, and quite frankly, it's a little underrated. And it's not really used that much anymore. Nonetheless, those people who did maybe want to bring it back, at least improve their rapid vest, or at least to try something different, then go ahead and check this out. My recommendation here would be to improve the electronics to around the 1270 marks and run with what it has. Now, it's not a god roll. You know, god roll here would be nice, seeing maybe like skill haste here instead of all resistance. Nonetheless, it is a really nice rapid vest pass. So for those people who do want to check it out, then go ahead. Alright guys, now we're at DZ9 Safe House. So for those people who do tune in each week, you will know that this is the end of the weekly vendor reset. However, as always, I have to show you a piece of gear just because that's the rules. Alright, so at DZ9 Safe House, they actually have something pretty reasonable. Now it's the Tactician's Authority Holster. Now I do know this is coming out pretty soon in terms of classified, however, it's actually quite nice as it is now. So firearms 1201, Stamina 1263, and Electronics 1243. Now the major is critical hit chance. I would say normally to maybe improve your electronics just for the nature of the build, or at least improve your firearms. However, on this occasion, I would personally recommend taking out your major in terms of critical hit chance and speccing the maximum skill haste. Now again, each to their own, and it entirely matters on how you play, or your team, or at least the build or your play style. Nonetheless, I thought I would show you it, and I hope you guys did enjoy the gear for this week. It's certainly been actually quite a reasonable vendor reset. There's been a lot of kind of like scopes in there that have been really nice in terms of the critical hit damage and headshot damage. If you guys did find this video useful, then of course, drop me a comment, let me know your thoughts. If you want to see more Division content, including state of the game updates, then drop in a subscribe to stay tuned would be greatly appreciated. Nonetheless, let me know your thoughts, and guys, Have a great day.